Well, working at the airport doesn't necessarily mean that you need to have like a pilot's license, you know, or work on an airplane. Here at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport, there are just hundreds of different positions that are out there.
You're right about that. You know what it's like growing up and you're taught doctor, lawyer, pilot, but there's so many other careers out there, and it's so important to be able to introduce you to people who have those careers and can help guide you towards some of those. So we've got Brenda Allen here, a Senior Vice President and Chief Administration or Administrative. Thank you, officer here at the airport. First, let's talk about you. Let's talk about your background, how you got into that role, because I think that's important when we're talking about careers that exist that aren't pilot.
Sure. I was actually born and raised in Louisville, but I just moved back to Louisville about 6 months ago
Welcome.
to continue to work at the airport. As a little girl, kind of coming around the bend to pick up family here at the airport, I was always excited about it.
Oh,
and so many years later, you know, in my 40s to begin to work here, it's really just a dream come true. I put off becoming an attorney. It was always a desire of mine in middle school until I was married and had a 4-year-old. And then when my dad passed away, I kind of rethought things and thought, I should have tried that. And so I took the LSAT, got a full ride to the University of Kentucky, moved back here from Kansas, and then went to law school with a 4-year-old. And I had a second one in spring break of my last year, and then began to practice law. And so I've been practicing for 23 years and really just thrilled to be here at the airport as a Senior Vice President, Legal Administrator.
That's a whole book deal right there.
It is. And we're lucky to have you here. I mean, truly. And I'm really struck by that stat of overall economic impact and, you know, what jobs here at the airport mean for the city. It's what 1 in 8 jobs in our community is in airport operations.
Yes, yes. It's really quite a staggering statistic. I mean, if you think about the fact that UPS World Court is here and they're standing in the world of cargo, they're right here. And so they have a huge workforce there. And then we have all the retail shops and food venues here at the airport. And then the airport authority itself. I mean, we have electricians, we have maintenance folks, you know, folks that make sure that our grounds look great, lawyers, accountants, bookkeepers. It's just a wide array of careers here at the airport. It's not always just pilots and flight attendants like I used to think when I was much younger.
That's the visible cue, right? That's what everybody sees when they come. I know when you were talking about some of those different career options that exist here, one of them that you're happy to talk about is in public safety. We had Joanne back there talking about public safety, but you have openings for those positions right now.
We do, yes. We're actually currently hiring for lateral police officers. You actually have to be a certified police officer to come and work here. We've had a number of people who've retired. See, people get here, they tend to stay, and so we've had several retirements, so we're rebuilding our force over there. Just be a certified police officer, and then we'll take care of getting you ARF certified, which is the aircraft firefighting, and then several of them are also EMTs. You know, they are multifaceted career folks here, and so that's one thing that we're currently hiring for, and if you're interested, you should go to www.flylouisville.com.
That was going to be my question. Now, I know you make it easy. You got to make it easy.
Yes.
And you mentioned, I mean, that's the great thing is that once people get here, it's such a great job and a great place. They don't want to leave. If people are watching and they think, you know what, maybe I want to explore these different careers, or maybe I didn't know all the different options here. Where should people, just to begin to explore all the possibilities? I mean, start at the website, or is there another way to kind of get to know what happens?
Yes, you could start at the website, and there we have a link not only for the airport authority, but for our business partners who are also hiring. You know, pretty much most any career that you could have in the city, probably except for a doctor or a nurse, you can do here at the airport. So start with our website, call our HR department, have a discussion, you know, call me. We can certainly have that discussion about career options here at the airport. We're very selective on who we bring on board. We're building a very elite team to take care of this great airport in this great city. And so we're very selective. So if you think you've got what it takes, they should come talk to us.
Well, I'm glad you said that. Don't shy away from that. A lot of people do. A lot of people shy away from using that elite word when you want an elite team in place, especially at a place like this. And it's one thing to mention, you know, going to the website to look for different career opportunities, but the way you went about it is I think, a masterclass lesson. You know, you had a passion, and then you decided, hey, you know, I'm going to pursue this. Even though I have a 4-year-old, I'm going to make this happen. So I think that's a big lesson for people to, you know, examine what it is that makes you happy and figure out a way to go about it. And at the end of the day, there's probably an opportunity here at the airport that'll help, that'll satisfy you. So Brenda, thank you so very much for joining us. All right, stick with us. We've got much more coming up from the Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport after the break.